someone sending from my email address. How do I stop them? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. The short answer is you probably don't, but let's get into some of the details as to why that is. Here's the original question. People are telling me that I've sent them email I know I haven't. Supposedly it's spam, and that's not something I do. Has my account been hacked? How do I stop it? So I want to be clear. It is extremely unlikely that your account has been hacked. This kind of spam, and it is in fact spam, is incredibly common. It's also, aside from being spam, quite benign, which is the good news. The issue here is that it is trivial, and I really do mean trivial, to make the from line in an email be whatever you want it to be. In a sense, the from line is fiction, or can be fiction. Spammers make it up all the time. They can put whatever email address they want into the from line when they send their mail. So the email address that shows up in from actually had nothing to do with the email message that it purportedly sent. It happens to me. In fact, it happened just recently. I had an onslaught of bounce messages. As you can imagine, my public email address, leo@askleo.com, is, well, public. Everybody knows it. It's not something I hide. The bottom line, of course, then is that it's on a lot of spam lists and it's on a lot of spammers' databases. What happened was there was apparently a spam campaign that sent a lot of spam from some random name with the email address leo@askleo.com. I'm sure a lot of that spam was delivered. A lot of it bounced. And of course, I got all the bounces because my email address was in the from line. There's nothing I can do about that. It's that trivial to replace the from line with whatever you want. And it's completely out of our control. Remember, the whole point for spammers is to bypass spam filters. They do all sorts of different things to basically make it look like their spam is legitimate, or at least avoid the common and easy things that people can do to block spam. For example, this is why blocking an email sender does not work. Because spammers are sending their mail from all sorts, hundreds of thousands of different from addresses. Yeah, you can block one if you want, but it's not going to stop the next one because it'll be from a different address. This is what's happening. Your email address, my email address, they're being used in this way. And again, it's out of our control. The only thing you can really do when this happens is, if someone complains, try to educate them on how easy it is to spoof a from email address, because that's all it really boils down to. Point them at this video or the companion article if you like. But the bottom line here is that that's it. That's all you could really do. There's nothing else to protect yourself from this kind of what's called from spoofing. Now, there is one exception. And remember, I said it's highly unlikely that your account has been hacked because we don't need access to your account to make this happen. All they need to know is your email address, and that's public. Without access to your account, they can put it in a from line. There is one scenario that you at least need to be aware of. It's unlikely, especially if you're doing security well, but it is possible, and that is simply this. If you start getting reports from your contacts, in other words, people that are actually in your address book, and especially if you find that there are messages in your sent mail folder that you did not send, then yes, your account may have been hacked, and you should act as if the account has been hacked. Change the password, increase the security, all that kind of stuff. But that's it. And the characteristics there are that the spam seems to be going to your contacts, almost exclusively to your contacts. If you're getting reports or complaints from strangers, this isn't that. If you're getting reports or complaints from strangers, then it's just from spoofing and there's nothing you can do. But if all of a sudden you're hearing from a large number of your contacts, then you probably want to increase the security on your account. I hope that helps clarify what's going on. And I don't know, it's one part, it makes us all feel a little bit hopeless since there's really nothing we can do, but also understand that ultimately in the long run, aside from there being spam, it's pretty benign. For comments, for updates, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/1887. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.